Shingebiss, a Chippewa Indian tale. In his lodge on the shores of Lake Huron lived little brown duck, Shingebiss. When the fierce north wind swept down from the glittering land of snow, 4 great logs for firewood had little brown duck, Shingebiss. Brave and cheery was Shingebiss. No matter how the north wind raised, he waddled out across the ice and found what food he needed. Pulling up the frozen rushes that grew in his little pond, he dived down through the holes he left and got his fish for supper. Then away to his lodge he went, dragging a string of fish behind him. By his blazing fire he cooked his fish for supper and made himself warm and cozy. At last the north wind shrieked,
"Who dares brave Big Chief North Wind? All other creatures fear him. Only brown duck Shingebiss treats Big Chief North Wind as if he were a squaw breeze."
So the north wind sent cold, icy blast and made high drifts of snow, till not a bird or beast dare venture forth to save Shingebiss. Shingebiss still went out just as he had before and paid no heed to the weather. He cooked his fish every day and warmed himself by the fire. Raged the big north wind.
Little brown duck Shingebiss cares not for snow or ice. North wind will freeze his holes so he can get no food. Then Big Chief will conquer him.
So the north wind froze the holes where the little brown duck fished and heaped his pond with snow. But when Shingebiss found his hole closed so he could not reach the water, he did not even murmur. He just went cheerily on till he found another pond on which there was no snow. Then he pulled up the rushes there and made new holes for himself, through which he could do his fishing.
Brown duck shall know who is chief.
The north wind howled in anger, and for days and days and days he followed the little brown duck. He froze up his holes in the ice and covered his ponds with snow. But Shingebiss walked forth fiercely, just as he had before. He always got a few fish before each hole was frozen, and he still went cheerily home every night, dragging his fish behind him. The north wind now roared in fury.
Big Chief will go to the lodge of Little Brown Duck Shingebiss. Big Chief will blow in his door, sit down by his side, and breathe icy breath till he freezes.
Now Shingebiss at that moment had just eaten his supper, and he was sitting cozily warming his little webbed feet by the blaze of his bright burning fire, carefully holding his breath so Shingebiss would not hear him. Quietly, very quietly, Northwind crept up to the lodge, but Shingebiss felt the icy cold coming through the cracks of the door. "I know who is there," he thought, and he began to sing sturdily. And the Northwind knew he was saying, "Northwind, Northwind, fierce in feature, you are still my fellow creature. Blow your worst, you can freeze me. I fear you not, so I'm free." Then Northwind was raging, but he kept his voice to a whisper, and he said,
"Big Chief will freeze him."
As the north wind crept under the door, he slipped up behind little Shingebiss and sat down by the fire. Now Shingebiss knew he was there, but he paid no heed at all. He kept on singing louder.
Carnage, being.
Big Chief will stay till he freezes,
whistled the fierce north wind, and he breathed his iciest breath. But at that moment, Shingebiss leaned over and stirred his fire. A shower of sparks leaped up and the logs glowed ruby gold. Then north wind's frozen hair began all at once to drip. His icy face started to drip. Tears ran down his cheeks. The mighty puff of his breath grew fainter and fainter and fainter. But Shingebiss still sat warming his little webbed feet by the blaze, and he still continued to sing.
You are still my fellow creature.
At length, North Wind gave a shriek.
"Woo! Big Chief is melting!"
He cried, and he rushed headlong through the doorway and flung himself on the snowbank.
"Strange little brown duck, Shingebiss,"
He murmured weakly to himself.
"Big Chief Northwind can't starve him, can't freeze him, can't make him afraid. Oh." Northwind will let him alone. The Great Spirit is with him.
In a lodge on the shores of Lake Huron lived the mighty Shingebiss. He'd go down to the icy shores to get his fish and firewood. He was good. Big Chief Northwind saw him and thought about it. Who is this mighty little Shingebiss? I will conquer all who dare brave me. I will blow him from these icy shores. I'll freeze him to his core. And Shingebiss sang, Carnage, carnage, being, being, bonin, bonin, aki, aki, kaweya, kaweya. I fear you not, and so I'm free. Big Chief Northwind was in a fury. Shingebiss still got his fish and wood, and he was always brave and cheery. Although the north wind blew and blew as hard as he could, and Shingebiss sang, Carnage, carnage, being, being, bonin, bonin, aki, aki, kaweya, kaweya. I fear you not, and so I'm free. Big Chief Northwind crept under the door and slipped behind the mighty Shingebiss. But Shingebiss just stoked the fire higher, and Big Chief Northwind started to cry. He melted from inside, and Shingebiss sang, Carnage, carnage, being, being, bonin, bonin, aki, aki, kaweya, kaweya. I fear you not, and so I'm free. No my fish.